Can you guys believe it? We only have 1 day left out of the 31 reasons to get over a breakup. Today we're on August 30th, and we got the 30th reason, and it is, just give me 1 second because I had it in my mind. Realizing something. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Take a lot of notes as you can hear me flipping through the pages. Oh, realizing what's important. Duh. Yeah. So 30th reason to get over a breakup is to realize what's important. When we're in the relationship, when we're dealing with a breakup, divorce, or heartbreak, we can lose sight of what's important to us. We start to think that what the other person wants is more important than what we want. We put ourselves in the back seat. We try to make changes to ourselves in order to fit into the mold that they want, that they need, that they prefer, that they desire. Meanwhile, we don't want to do any of the things, any of the changes. And some of us make the changes. Some of us make all of them. Some of us make some of them. And some of us make none of them. It just depends on where you're at. But realizing what's important is a really, really, without sounding cliche, important thing to know. It's an important quality to have. And when we finally get over that breakup, when we start to heal, when we finally realize our worth, when we finally realize why we're here, what we're meant to do, how much love we're meant to share, and how much love we're meant to spread. You know, there's things in the back of your mind. I know there was things in the back of my mind that I forgot about. I forgot who I was. I forgot what mattered to me. I forgot about putting myself first. And putting other people ahead of ourselves is never the answer. How can we show up for ourselves if we never put ourselves first? And you might say, oh, that's kind of selfish to put yourself first. Well, that's the conditioning, that's the programming that this world brings us into and tries to keep us locked in, to make us feel guilty that if we step outside of ourselves, that's the only way to healing. And if we go within, then we're in trouble. But that's not true. How can we show up for other people if we can't show up for ourselves? How can we live life the way we want if we don't even know what we want? If we focus on everyone else, we have no time for ourselves. When we start to get over the breakup, heartbreak, or divorce, whether we're starting or whether we have or we're in the process, what happens is we start to remember what we really want, what we really love, what we desire, what our wants are. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you remember what you want in life? And you can think even far back as being a kid. What did you want to be? What did you want to do? Where's that inner child? They're still inside of you. But are you listening? And even if you listen, you might just hear them talking. You hear them. That's your intuition, your inner child, your intuition, your heart. They all speak to you, telling you all the time, do this, do that, do this, do that. But when we're going through a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings after that relationship or partnership or whatever, it's hard to make decisions when we keep hearing these voices. We know to go to them, but we're afraid. We're afraid to follow our hearts. That's how messed up and damaged we are. That's how messed up and damaged I was. My heart was telling me in the relationship so many different things. Don't give this up. Don't give that up. Keep doing this. Keep doing that. Don't leave the relationship now. Don't be here. Go. You can be happier with yourself or with someone else. Did I listen? No. And then after the relationship, it was just me trying to find what I loved again. I had been not listening to my intuition, my inner self, my child. I had not been listening to him for a long time, a very long time. And so part of the healing was about remembering what I loved, remembering what made me happy, remembering what brought me peace and fulfillment. Those feelings, those emotions, they're serious, they're deep. And if we don't heal from them, they just continue to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And so part of being free and never looking back, or even looking back, but with a sense of detachment, is to realize what's important to you, why you're here, what you're meant to do, what's important to you. So part of getting over that relationship or partnership is the simple fact that you get to remember what you love. Because I guarantee that you do not remember what you love. And I guarantee that you're not living your life happily and doing the things you love. And even if you're doing the things you love, it doesn't mean you're doing them with fulfillment and joy. Healing is a deep process. That's what we help with. But healing is a deep, deep process. It's not something that you can just snap your fingers and you're all good. No, it takes work. It takes courage. It takes strength. And not many people have the cojones to do that kind of stuff. Not many people have the strength to go deep within themselves and to heal properly, all the way to the root, all the way to that deep void inside of us. It takes work. And I know there's at least one person out there watching that's scared to death to do what they love. They don't feel valued. They don't think they're worth it. You might not think you're worth it. You might be sitting there afraid to heal, afraid to reach out to us, afraid to talk about what you're going through. And not only that, but afraid to step into what will heal you. Just remember that you are valuable. You do mean something to this world. And if you're still on this earth, you're here for a reason. Can you handle that? Do you know how much you're valued? Do you? You're meant for so much more. Step out of your shit. Step out of your stuff. Step out. Step into the life you want. You can have it. It's okay. I've been through what you're going through. I understand. I can appreciate what you're going through. We can appreciate what you're going through because we've been through it. You don't have to continue living this way. You can do something about it. You are valuable. How much is your life worth? On a scale of 1 to 10, answer right now. How much do you value yourself right now? 10 being the highest. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you value yourself? Don't think, just answer. If it's anything short of 10 or 11 or 15 or 20 or 30 or whatever, if it's anything short of that, you have work to do. And if it's at 10, I want you to ask yourself, are you lying to yourself? If it's a 10 because you believe that there's hope, that's different. That's a 1 to 10 on hope. I want to know how you are right now, the feelings, the emotions that you're dealing with, the pain. It's impossible to feel 10 when you're feeling those feelings. And I'm here to say it's okay to feel what you're feeling. It's okay to not be a 10. You don't have to be a 10. You don't have to show up in the world pretending like everything's okay and putting on this front. You don't have to do that. You can be vulnerable. You can be you. You can say you're hurt. You can say you're messed up because of that relationship. You can say that it's hurting and it doesn't feel good and you don't want to feel this way anymore. Reach out for help. Ask. You're not the only person going through what you're going through. Just remember that, because I know sometimes it feels like we're in this alone. But just remember, you're not in this alone. We are here for you. If you have family, if you have friends, I'm sure they're there to support you. They want you to be the best version of yourself. But at the end of the day, this is why we do what we do, so you can be the best version of yourself. Pull up your pants. Pull up your pants. Reach out. Ask for help. We are here for you. Let's get this going, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last and final day, all right? Have a good night. Have a peaceful sleep.